It is a global military alliance, or you can as well call it a global military operations. I told us before now, nothing can stop what is coming. The salvation for humanity and redemption at the same time, transition to global greatness. No matter the witches, no matter the principalities, no matter the power, nothing can stop it. It's as it is, it was scripted in the book of Matthew 28 verse 2. He said there was a great earthquake and an angel descended from heaven to come and roll away the stone from the grave of Jesus as it was scripted. So he said after the angel might have rolled the stone away, he sat down on it. The invasion or whatever you call it, it is going to happen. Juju cannot stop it. It is time for the dying and the vulnerable person in our society to get their freedom, and the time is now. For many of you that follow right from the one vividly, you will understand that all what we have said before, none of our word is going to come back to us forward without accomplishing the purpose that has been spoken for. So that's what you are seeing today. So get prepared. For those of you that need to be repented, I see no reason every one of us have been protesting. We have been crying for international help. We have been shouting anytime we go for protest, international community. Now the international community is around. We are still trying to run compromise. Compromise with whatever. But one thing is sure, the God of our ancestors have risen up. Our ancestors that were grossly murdered during the time of slavery, they are all woken. The innocent head, they have been maltreated. The innocent father, the innocent mother, the innocent sisters and brothers have been grossly murdered because of our faith system. Their spirit and their blood is crying for vengeance. That's why comrade Utigbene going to women. God coming to the very strong word. It was scripted in the book of Matthew 22 verse 14. He said, many are called, few are choosing. I still remember vividly, it's still evergreen in my memory, that one of our mother goddess called me. When he saw that the whole humiliation was getting too much, no appreciation from anybody. It was as if I was like a drop of water in the desert. He put a call through to me after recording an audio. He said, Newton, you own this very mission. Newton, you have to speak energy to people. Newton, don't expect anybody to appreciate you. You have to appreciate people. That thing fueled my journey again. That's why today I doesn't look back. I fought for people why people doesn't fight for me. Then nothing. I took that word that one of the father prayer my father prayed for me when I was leaving home precisely March 15, 2003. He told me, Newton, I never knew that it was this mission. It breathed to my hand. That's why we are not afraid of anybody. If you know you have things that bring his own, that's why every of our activism today is very unique. I told us that my activism is going to liberate Nigeria, particularly Edo aliens. They are going to be heated more than what they expected. We have seen the recent shenanigans. We've already told them the calamity that are going to befall them. And thank God. And what the people doesn't even know. You don't even know whether the trumpet is already on the ground. Perform your shenanigans. At times there is a way we trigger these people for them to bring out themselves. That's what's happening today in Benin today. It has been also been triggered spiritually and physically to really see whether what these people project, that's who they are. So when the time comes, we will know is who. That's what you are going to do. According to how it was scripted, not everybody that said Lord, Lord, is going to see the kingdom of heaven. That's why I've warned us before now. This is no longer time for you to say, now my God be this, I belong to this. Work out your salvations. You are to free yourself. Nobody's coming to come and free you. They've gotten their share. Even what Donald Trump is bringing, he brings sanctity and sanity to our society. We are going to live a life full of joy. We are going to live equal right before everybody. You are going to be seeing our life is going to be great. But before that time, we have our own role to play. We have an advocate. Speak out. At the end of the day, you are still going to be counted worthy of double honor. As it was scripted in the book of that First Timothy 5 verse 17. He said, let the elder that rule be counted worthy of double honor, especially those that labor in word and also in doctrine. You are seeing a lot of shenanigans today. Look at the body of Christ, the acclaimed body of Christ that Adeboye, Oyedikwa and the rest of them, they brought to you. Go and look at it today. They are no longer speaking now. Now, if it were to be fasting, now you see all these useless Christians shouting ta 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 ta, po 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 po. Right now, it has not come to reality. Until something happens, okay, let's really go and do this thing. There are a lot of people, they just talk for talking sake. Let's bring it to reality. It's not a problem. You see most of our TV, they chicken out. How many of our celebrities doing video today? They always come to criticize because they know that that criticism does not go anywhere. But it has come to reality now. Have you seen some of our celebrities tweet and say, America come? Or you have seen some churches really praying? They don't pray. They have to tell you how deceitful these people they are. Please, you are your own, your work out your salvation with fear and with trembling. That is how it was scripted. It's like I color this bed. Not that I'm holding it. That is to say the power of our ancestors is here. Just see how they gather. So this is how we are going to gather together tomorrow. When our land becomes good again. He said, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Amos 3:3. He said, can two walk together except they agree? One thing we must have to agree in consciousness. We have to agree that what is happening is wrong. For those of them that is fighting for power, let them fight with the palace. They are going to go down with the palace they have, because what you follow with time will follow you. It's time for humanity to flourish. Before our world enter Donald Trump back, you know, can enter in her. It will be sign and seal that a day will come like this, something like this will happen. It will be sign. So as many people that you see, there was a guy I talk about. I'm not led to talk about only, lay more emphasis on it today. I'll carry that video to another day. A friend of mine wrote me yesterday, what you said concerning this guy, what this guy is doing right now. Many are still going to spring up. A lot of people's voice is going to be used. You are going to be seeing it. It's going to be automatic thing. So for those of you that do shenanigans, keep on doing shenanigans. Do you know the little good you do today to make sure society is good is what is going to make the God of nature make sure you live? Okay, what is the essence of you staying in life? Constituting nuisance? Okay, what are you doing? What are your importance? Anything that is not having value to humanity, you got to pluck it down. Look at what Jesus Christ said, according to how it was scripted. He said, any fruit that beareth not fruit, he will cut it up, but the one that bear uncut, it will purge it so that it produce again. So any entity that is not having value to humanity must go down. Vatican will not have value to humanity. Beckham Palace will not have value to humanity. So what about your home? That from a range, we are seeing all of you. According to Peter Hedge, the Secretary General of the Department of War, he said it. We know who they are. We know who sponsor them. They know all the atrocities of all your leaders. They know the one that do pedophile. They know the one that do adrenochrome. They know how many children you have killed this very year. Look at how I think I later saw yesterday that most of the people that come out to come and protest against MOA they were not told that they are going for protests. Keep on protesting against the development of the land. You go to see how the ground will open and swallow each and every one of you up. Are you not tired of slavery? This slavery, 800 years slavery. You want it to continue. You want it to continue. That there is a man you don't talk to him. Let it continue. Every one of you will see how calamity is going to meet you in this abroad. Only the certificate of occupancy that you need. Just do good. Let how it was created. Live your life like that according to how it was created. You shall know the truth. The truth you know will set you free. Before it set you free, it first of all make you miserable. That is how it was created. That book of John 8 verse 32. Also look at John 4 verse 24. He said, our God is a spirit. Everyone that must worship God in spirit and in truth. You have to very, very compulsory. It is mandatory. If you want goodness and mercy to follow you and also follow your children, learn to speak the truth. And for those of you threatening people, remember this. That's why I've cut off a lot of people away from my life. You don't inconvenience me. This is a message we have to deliver. We need to free our people. And the time is now. Nothing can stop it. Remember this. It is a global military alliance and it is also a global military corporation. Today they being on the 7th of November 2025. Have a nice day. Military salute from me here to you.